Welcome to another Numismatic Notes with Benjamin. I hope you've had a pleasant last 2 weeks. I have as well. It is now spring break, and so I'm very excited to get another one of these videos done for my subscribers. And tonight I'm going to share with you a note that has a lot of symbolism on them, is meaningful, is impressive enough that I wanted to own one, but is horrific enough in its design that I wonder at the same time that I wanted to own one. This is a banknote of Sri Lanka, and for me, Sri Lanka tends to be kind of an example of national banknote design that other countries would do well to look up to and follow, because their designs are usually so extremely beautiful. This is not one of Sri Lanka's beautiful banknotes, but it is memorable, and I hope to help everybody understand that note. This is a Sri Lanka 1,000 rupees, and it is dated the 20th of May of 2009. It was introduced on November 17th of 2009. It commemorates the ushering in of peace and prosperity to Sri Lanka, and relates to an end to their civil war. There's a watermark that you can see on this end of the note that consists of a lion with a drawn sword, and it would be after this flag of Sri Lanka, which also has a lion with a drawn sword. There is a interrupted watermark, or I'm sorry, there is an interrupted metallic strip here, and it seems to have some demetallized CB, maybe SL. I can't see it really well, and with my new contacts, I can't even make a guess as to whether or not it actually says CBSL, but I assume it means Central Bank of Sri Lanka if my interpretation is not completely wrong. This is a De La Rue product, but I'm not sure De La Rue would really want to claim this, and you'll see more what I mean when you see the back of the note. The note is predominantly in blues, yellows, and reds, with colors in between the spectrum that appear on the note. The face of this note is after the theme of one country and one nation in harmony progressing towards prosperity. And you see examples of English, Sinhala, and Tamil text. Here are some ears of rice that you see here on the front of the note. And you also see a pankalasa. I hope I'm saying that right, and if I'm not, I apologize. You also see a map, which would be the outline of the nation, and you also see a rising sun. To the right of the note is an image of President Mahinda Rajapaksa with upraised arms. Punkalasa, which is this dish right here in front of the rice, is a prosperity pot, and I assume it functions as sort of a horn of plenty, that you see sometimes in the West, a cornucopia, a never-ending supply of food and good harvest from a tiny little dish. All right, if you haven't decided to subscribe to my page, go ahead and click that subscribe button while I turn it over and we take a look at the back of the note. The back of the note is strangely beautiful and horrific at the same time. The theme of the back of the note is the valiant contribution made by the nation's victorious sons and daughters of the security forces and the police. And there's a lot going on the back of this note. We have English, Sinhala, and Tamil text. We also have tanks. We also have ships. We also have helicopters. We also have fighter jets. We also have a scene of a flag raising. There is also the Mavalaru, and I think it's a bridge or maybe a gate right there. And then we have the Tapagala Rock in the background, which is a famous landmark. And I believe the I'm so sorry. I believe the Maval Aru might refer to this construct, which is over the river, which is, I believe, Mavalaru means Mother River. I'm not exactly sure. Most of my resource materials were in English, Wikipedia mostly, and then of course the banknote book and the Krause catalog. which call this a B122 and a P122A at the same time. But let's see, the Tapagala Rock is also called Baron's Cap, and it was a site of heavy fighting. The flag raising is argued to be plagiarized from the famous Iwo Jima scene that we sometimes see here in the U.S. that was a setup image and then become a beautiful memorial and statue during World War II. The tank that you see here may be a Army WZ-551 APC, but it could also be a Type 89 armored fighting vehicle. The fighter jets appear to be KFIR or Israeli fighters. And the helicopter, I determined, could be an Mi-25 or an Mi-35. Collectors of the themes of soldiers, military craft, planes, tanks, helicopters, landforms, and ghastly designs will want this note for their collection. I really am not surprised to see Delarue not claiming this note. I have seen much better designs, and this is not one of Sri Lanka's best designs. Please visit, subscribe, and share my YouTube channel, Numismatic Notes with Benjamin. And please comment on this note. You may agree with me, you may not. Let's be civil and polite. I'm very happy to have this note for my collection, regardless of what I think of the artistic standards of the note. And I would be interested to hear your commentary as well. I am Benjamin. Have a jewel of a day.